It's called PEDOWOOD. I'm just throwing all pedophiles in Hollywood, rapists in Hollywood, sexual harassers in Hollywood into the series. So no, not everybody is a pedophile. And today we have a very special guest, street magician, panhandler, and accused rapist, David Blaine. Say hey, David. So you have an eyeball on your hand. You ever see that movie, The Gate, with Stephen Dorff?
And think about it.
What?
And think about it.
I don't know what you're saying.
And think about it.
You'll think about it?
And think about it.
Makes no fucking sense. What kind of drugs are you on?
It's protection.
Can I get a couple? Are you alright, man? David, this guy's weird. I was just wondering what you had to say about these rape allegations.
I'm just a showman. I just like doing what I do.
The fuck was that?
Protection from death.
David Blaine, ladies and gentlemen.
David Blaine has recently been accused of raping a model from the UK named Natasha Prince in 2004. She told news outlets that she met Blaine at a party in London in the summer of 2004 and that she visited his house the following night. It was like an embassy with 20 or 30 rooms, and she took an elevator up to the 3rd or 4th floor. A couple were already in the house drinking cocktails when she arrived, and they were so wrapped in the conversation that they did not seem to be aware of her interaction with Blaine. She said Blaine handed her a drink and then invited her to an adjacent room where she says the alleged assault took place.
Oh my, you really are endowed.
You're just lucky I edited out all the gross parts.
Star Trek actor George Takei has been accused of sexually assaulting former model and actor Scott R. Brunton. Although at first his representative told the press he was not available for comment, Takei took to Twitter to express his feelings about the accusation. In his tweet, Takei claimed to be shocked by the accusations and denied they were true. In fact, he went as far to say that he did not remember who Brunton is. Takei said, "Non-consensual acts are so antithetical to my values and my practices, the very idea that someone would accuse me of this is quite personally painful."
I never liked that 70s show. And this guy's a douchebag anyway.
The Los Angeles Police Department is investigating Danny Masterson after 3 women reported being sexually assaulted by the actor in the early 2000s.
The Los Angeles Police Department stated that they are investigating the 40-year-old and stated that at least 3 alleged cases of rape or sodomy of women. Masterson, along with all the women who were allegedly assaulted, are all members of the Church of Scientology. The victims say that the elder members of the church told them to not go to the police. One victim said, "They threatened me that if I ever told anyone or reported him to the police that I would be declared a suppressive person and lose everything."
Masterson denies the allegations.
And this motherfucker, Terry Richardson, looks like a fucking serial killer.
A number of fashion magazines and brands have said they will no longer work with the photographer Terry Richardson, who has been the subject of allegations of inappropriate sexual behavior at photo shoots for almost 2 decades. News that the fashion houses Valentino and Bulgari would stop commissioning Richardson, known for his often explicit material, came shortly after a decision to drop him by Condé Nast, the publisher of the magazines Vogue, Vanity Fair and GQ. Richardson is one of the most successful photographers in the world. His trademark style is highly sexualized and he often appears naked in his pictures, alongside his subjects. Despite years of allegations about his behavior, he has photographed everyone from Barack Obama to Oprah Winfrey and Kate Moss, and has directed music videos such as Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball and Beyonce's XO. Lurid stories about Richardson's behavior have circulated since 2001. It has been claimed that he coerced young female models into exploitative and compromising positions, and into pretending to perform sex acts on him. The models who have spoken out about Richardson in the past include Jamie Peck, who was 19 when she was photographed naked by him. He reportedly asked her to take out a tampon so he could use it to make tea. He also took his clothes off and then suggested she perform a sex act on him. Liskula Cohen said she walked off a Vogue set after being asked by Richardson and his team to remove her clothes and pretend to perform oral sex. Although she refused, she claimed another model agreed and was ejaculated on for the photographs. Richardson has denied all the allegations, previously saying that gritty sexual imagery is simply part of his style and that the stories are hate-filled and libelous. He had previously stated, "I collaborated with consenting adult women who were fully aware of the nature of the work, and as is typical with any project, everyone signed releases. I have never used an offer of work or a threat of rebuke to coerce someone into something that they did not want to do." Allegations in 2014 led to a petition asking magazines not to keep hiring Richardson and resulted in the clothing brand H&M declaring it would not use him in the future. But major magazines including Rolling Stone, Harper's Bazaar and GQ continue to commission Richardson to shoot their covers. A number of critics have called Richardson's work boring, unoriginal and lacking energy, and are very surprised why he's so famous. The sick and disturbing mentality of Richardson can be seen in his photography. Some of his pictures include one-eye symbolism, Satanism and the occult. He even has a picture of himself simulating bestiality with a sheep.
Simulation my ass. Fucking stoned.
Protection from death. Oh.